Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of the universe. I'm your host Uenu. So last time we left, I finished leveling the wizard to level 70, leveled a second character so that I can work on the final conquest that I need, targeting the Greater Rift 55 with 6 different 6-piece sets. As a class set, or as a class only has 4 6-piece sets, you have to start up another class to do 2 more sets. I've done all 4 sets with the Demon Hunter. Now I'm working on the Wizard. The only problem is to really get greater rifts to drop set pieces, you have to run higher rifts. To run the higher rifts, you need the set pieces. Last time I did a Torment 6 equivalent greater rift on the wizard, I was just able to close out the rift with 4 seconds remaining. So that's not very feasible. So what I may do is not sure what I want to do. I need to farm rift stones. I also need to farm bounty caches. You know, I wonder if I can do that. Farm the caches with the Demon Hunter on Torment 13. Put the caches in the stash and load them up with the wizard and see if things drop out of that. So to do that, I need to switch to my Demon Hunter. Oh, not Zen, Ken. This interface is horrible. Why can't you just grab them and drag them? So I'm on the last chapter of Season 16, Guardian. And that's just the last objective I need. Torment 13 on my Demon Hunter is like normal on most other characters. It's just pathetically trivial. Okay, double checking that I'm back to my Natalia Marauders build. This will be the best test. Kill Malthael. Because he is such an overpowered he's such an overpowered boss that he's just very difficult to kill. I guess it does help when I drop the sentries. Back and forth we go. Right now I'm not really concerned about picking up all that other stuff. What is that one? Defeat Malthael level 70 without being hit by his Fog, Drain Soul, Spiral Skull, Soul Nova, or Soul Sweep attacks on Torment 5 or higher. It was a little bit tougher than I was fully expecting, but it was still very easy. Even when he did hit me, it didn't do much. Okay, that was one. Where's the rest of them? I'm gonna go pick that up real quick. Yeah, keep those things off of me. I have to make sure I don't get complacent. Because I could very well die from inattention.
Bleed, you filth!
Okay, previous times, the other two have been across this path. And there they are.
Bleed, you filth! Still waiting. Bleed, you filth!
I just send bodies flying into the air. So, while I'm aimlessly wandering around, a little bit of story on why I'm doing Diablo 3. Mainly I'm a World of Warcraft player, but my friend died almost that's way out, almost 3 months ago, and Diablo 3 was his favorite game. Our schedules didn't always line up very well, so we seldom got to play together. Now you tell me where I need to go. So I thought, given that Season 16 was starting not too long after his passing, that I would dedicate all of Season 16 of Diablo 3 to his memory. To my knowledge, he has never completed a season. He has never gotten past Destroyer, which is Chapter 7. Chapter 8 is the chapter that you get an extra stash tab. So I thought I'd just go ahead and complete the season. For him.
You won't survive that.
Okay, what is this chest going to be? Simple. That's what that chest is going to be. So, if you like
Still waiting.
my stream, please click on the follow if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on my YouTube channel, please click on the subscribe and then click on the little bell icon next to it to be notified when I upload new videos. And please consider coming over to Twitch and following my channel there. I'm currently... Come on. Currently working on my way towards Twitch affiliate. And I have all of the requirements met except for the number of followers. As you can see, I do have a progress bar on my stream. I'm currently at 18 of 50 needed followers, 36%. And I just noticed that my chat window is not functioning. Okay, how do I fix this without restarting OBS? I'm using OBS Studio and Stream Elements Live. Okay, what happens if I just close all those down? Can I reopen them? I can reopen them, but they are not logging in. Okay. Give me a second while I try to figure out What the hell is going on? Because just before I went live, after I'd already started up all the software and already had the stream active on the starting soon page, everything decided that it had to be upgraded. OBS had to be upgraded. Stream Deck had to be updated. Stream Elements Live had to be updated. Okay, it just hid my entire OBS window. Okay. I think it is working now. I will know next time Pretzel does a song update. Okay, it does look like I am still live, which is good. Okay, the last pretzel was VNDL.
Sweet revenge.
I didn't even pay attention to what shrine I picked up.
Sweet revenge. It's dropping rocks. Looks like I'll have to move quickly.
Okay, it looks like my chat is working again. Okay, last one for Act 5.
Sweet revenge.
What would be wise is you giving me a pool of radiance.
Sweet revenge. I will not do that.
So what do I have to do? Activate all the shrines before the timer runs out. Okay. That completes the bounty.
I need to go back.
Actually, wrong thing. I want to get rid of junk.
Well done. You have finished.
Okay, do I have places to put this? Yes, I do. I don't know if this is actually a feasible thing or not. It shouldn't take me too long to run all the bounties, a little over an hour. Ouch. So I avoided the monsters, but got a spike enema. So one of the things I'm debating, because, oh, goodbye, Goblin. Boy, he didn't drop much. Because I don't think many people care to watch me play World of Warcraft. So it's a matter of Fortune Shrine. Ah, Magic and Gold Fine. Of figuring out what to play after Diablo. Dinner is coming back to haunt me. One of the things that I want to do with Diablo, besides just completing Season 16, is... give me 1 second. I want to focus on killing him. Is actually make it to... shouldn't y'all be dead? Make it to Paragon 800. I have never been to Paragon 800. As I said, I don't normally play Diablo. The one time that I completed a season, I forgot how many seasons ago. I forgot what Paragon I got up to. I think it was 600. And that only brought my non-season Paragon, I think, to just under 700. So right now, this is the highest Paragon that I think I've ever had. And especially natural. And what I mean by natural is not having a whole bunch of seasons and non-seasons added together to add up to it. And going through the experience tables on Paragon, I needed to get to 684 to bring my non-season to 800 Paragon at the end of Season 16. And I am now at 715, so I'm a few levels beyond 684. Oh, I'm finally going to get to him. I don't know how many monsters I had to kill just to get to him, but it was way more than 150 for the bounty. Yeah.
Your fear betrays you.
Okay. These are annoying.
It's just a taste.
Especially since things aren't triggering properly. When I was trying to drop the sentries, it wasn't. When I was trying to tumble away, it was walking. The longest parts of some of these bounties is walking the labyrinth to get to whoever it is I need to kill. Oops, he's dead. Now I need to go find a whole bunch of more stuff.
Well deserved.
Now, anyway, one of the streamers that I normally watch, she was participating in a something that kind of made no sense to me initially, even though I'd never played the game before. A Stardew Valley tournament. Now her team didn't really get the top award. There were many different categories for the award. But one of the categories was viewer favorite or fan favorite, based on viewer votes. In that category, they actually took first place. But I think in the overall category, or overall ranking, they were okay. This is a cursed chest bounty. 100 enemies. Oh, damn it. Oh, I killed a treasure goblin, even though he was way off screen. None of the teams got the one of the rare fish, so pretty much most of them tied for 7th, 8th, and 9th place. But anyway, the point of the story is that I've never played Stardew Valley before. I'm at full.
I need to go back.
But I have Stardew Valley. Apparently I've had Stardew Valley for 2 years now.
The world is tricky. Give me 1 second. I find it hard to multitask sometimes. I got it in a Humble Bundle. And it wasn't the main purpose of me getting that bundle, so it's just been in my collection for a couple of years. Another cursed chest. So I'm just wondering if I should check out Stardew Valley and see what all the fuss is about, because apparently a lot of people play it and stream it. Now, since most of that tournament was while I was at work, I didn't pay a lot of close attention to it. But it seems like it's one of those things that it's a very simple game with a lot of content. Are y'all going to spawn faster or not? It almost seems like you can play the game as simple or as complex as you want.
Still waiting.
Well, it's not really the type of game I normally play. Another possibility might be to check out what all the hype is about for Apex Legends. But there again, many years ago, back before most people knew what Quake Team Fortress was, I was frequently getting banned from games being accused of cheating. Because I was always the sniper, and back then I had excellent mouse twitch reflexes, to where just in a microsecond I could target someone's head and headshot them. But again, that was a long time ago. I usually don't play first-person shooters anymore because my reflexes aren't what they once were, and so now I'm usually on the always receiving end of those headshots.
A group of revered former warriors known as the Elder Council ruled the barbarian.
So I tend to spend more time dead than killing people. So if this is one of those find his friends, that's going to be at the very end of the map anyway. Round and round we go. What we kill, nobody knows. You know, I need another goblin to open me a portal to greed.
That was just a taste. Still waiting.
Staring too intently at the game, I always forget to blink, and then my eyes start to water up. I better go back this way and make sure there's nothing down here.
There he is. He's alive. Thank you, Straight.
Usually by the time I find him, there's almost nothing left. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Now, I have a couple of PS4 games that I'd like to play. I have The Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption 2,
Sweet revenge.
and Spider-Man. Now the only problem there is I don't have a PS4 yet. I got one of them because it was on sale and looked like it was pretty much going out of stock everywhere, and it's one of them I had wanted to try and play. And then gifts. So I need to get a PlayStation 4, and I also need to get a capture card so that I can stream those. I also have a Switch. With Breath of the Wild, Octa Traveler, Xenoblades, but again, I'd like to get a capture card so I could stream the actual play of it. Nope, just engage something.
Not ready yet.
The last one. So the only problem for me right now is that the capture card is a couple $100. Oh, damn it.
I am returning to town.
But recently had some changes at work. Insurance coverages went up over $300 a month. So I don't have anywhere near the amount of spinning cash that I used to have. Oh, where are you at? You did not give me a portal.
I need to go back.
Yeah, part of the reason why mine went up so much is
The world is
with most of the company employees married and with children, they shifted the benefits more towards the family plans. So the single employee plans took a hit. I don't want to kill Belial. Belial's kind of annoying with his fixed, forced intermissions or transitions. Some of the bosses may have health-based transitions, but you do have the possibility that if you're powerful enough, you can kill them before they can do much about it.
That would not be wise. This awaits you.
Well, to be fair to the company, for many years, it's been heavily weighted towards the single employee and having hardly any coverage for families unless the employee pays almost completely out of pocket for the entire family plan. And now the company is, I think, over 90% married with families. Ooh, I will take the Pool of Radiance. So that was also starting to become a problem with acquiring new employees with the proper skill sets or retaining existing employees. So by flipping it around, more of the company is happier.
Need more time. Darkness awaits you.
And they figure the single employees will be able to fare the transition a little bit better because they don't have as many expenses as families.
Still waiting.
I also don't suffer from what most people do. I actually have emergency funds and a budget to account for end-of-year property taxes, homeowners insurance, all of that. Wait a minute, that was all of level 2? This is all of level 2. It fits all within the mini-map.
I've been here alone for a while now. Mind if I join you?
Break a few eggs.
Still waiting. You won't survive that.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what industry you're in, but there's definitely
You won't survive that.
a lot of companies switching to either overseas or a lot more remote workers. Yep, I'm also under an HSA, but it's an HSA HDP, high deductible plan. So basically everything is out of pocket for several $1,000s. And then once I hit that
Sweet revenge.
high deductible mark, then everything else is covered 100% for the rest of the year. Yeah, I actually have the opportunity to work from home
Eat, you filth.
2 days a week. But I find that the setup that I have at the office allows me a much better workflow than what I have at home. So I tend to just go to the office all 5 days a week.
Do you want more?
Okay, are y'all gonna spawn fast enough for me to complete this?
Still waiting. Not ready yet. Darkness awaits you. My pack is full. I am returning to town.
Yeah, our insurance is a little bit strange. It's underwritten by Blue Cross Blue Shield. And okay, leapers, go away. It's underwritten by Blue Cross Blue Shield, but they're not the ones that actually pay out the medical bills.
We better run before more of them show up.
Our plan is basically referred to as self-funded. It's usually done by much larger companies. So the doctor's office will send the bill to Blue Cross Blue Shield. Blue Cross Blue Shield will take care of all the negotiated actual rates with the doctor's office. And then the part that insurance would cover is sent to the company, and the company pays it. So normally, on much larger companies, that can actually be a lot more cost-effective form of insurance. Wait a minute, you didn't give me any death's breath. Yeah, my yearly deductible out of pocket is actually almost double that individual. It's $3,000. So normally I get nowhere near actually hitting my deductible. There's 5 of these.
Feel my wrath.
Okay, let's see what shows up first, the arrow or the key warden. Go pick that gold up, thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get hit before I... Did it just glitch on me? Because I have the fourth one here. But that's still on my map.
Need more time.
Well, I'm here. Let's kill the key warden.
You won't survive that. I need to go back.
Now back to one of your other comments. I would still much rather have the traffic there than the traffic here.
You have done interesting.
Because here there's basically only two north-south corridors and almost no east-west corridors. If you scroll down on the Twitch page, there should be a list of my parts for this gaming rig. Let's say, what was it? 1080 Ti or? I got it literally just before the 2000 series started coming out. And since the reviews were mixed on it at the time, and almost no games right now do ray tracing, I decided just stick with the 1080. Well, I had a 960 before, and the problem was with all the expansions of World of Warcraft and the graphics requirements, it was getting to the point where I would drop to sometimes 3 frames per second when I was in a world boss raid. And it's very hard to react to things at 3 frames per second. Hey, I finally got the invulnerable Templar relic. What does he have right now? Reducing cooldown. So if I give him this relic, there goes the drinking game. Because the drinking game is whenever the Templar dies, you're supposed to take a shot. And considering the Templar is always dead, I don't want the armory, I want that. Okay, what do I have? One more bounty cache.
It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear and whispered dark evil magic, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak.
So I don't know when you
nodded their
joined in. I have a wizard to try to complete the Greater Rift 55 with 6 different 6-piece sets. But at level 70 with even Torment over 700, not Torment, Paragon 700 and something, the wizard can't do greater than a Torment 6. 2 more. There we go. So basically I need a full set to run the higher torments, but to run the higher torments, wait. My brain's fried. Been a long day at work. Okay, I need a complete set to run the higher torments, but I need to run the higher torments to get the sets. So, one thought is to run all the Torment 13 bounties with my Demon Hunter and see if the caches drop loot for the wizard by having the wizard actually open them. And then another thing would be to run GR80s on the Demon Hunter to build up blood shards and gamble them at what's her name and see if she gives me set pieces. Okay, where's the Key Warden? Key Warden's not in here. I'm here, and I'm getting an arrow for the Key Warden, which is over here. That's a little bit ridiculous.
Sweet revenge.
Well, the second plan has a known low chance of being successful. This plan, I don't know if the contents of the caches are fixed at the time they, at the time you get the cache, or if it's fixed at the time you open the cache. And of course, just opening one is not going to be a good enough sample size. Of course, I'm going the wrong way. So I decided to do all 5 act bounties. So I have 5 caches to open.
Help me! I'm trapped! In here! In the Iron Maiden!
There's a Bill and Ted reference there somewhere.
I was certain I was gonna die in there. I heard rumors.
Normally I start by killing the boss of the act, but I forgot to do that this one. I think there's actually a rumor that someone might be working on a Bill and Ted 3.
Darkness awaits you. Your fear betrays you.
Okay, which way do I need to go to get there? This is one of those bosses that has a health-based kind of transition intermission phase.
Your fear betrays you.
But I can burn her down so fast that it doesn't have a forced transition, she just dies.
That was just a taste.
Well, I'm glad on that. I really need to adjust my recording rate, though. And I don't mean my streaming rate, but the actual recording rate. Because Twitch doesn't keep the videos indefinitely. I record it to my hard drive at the same time that I'm streaming it. But for some reason, I am recording at, is it 30 megabit or 35 megabit? So a 2.5 hour stream is like 60 to 70 gig. So I really need to drop that down. I can probably get away with recording at 8 megabit, since most streams are going to be less than 5. Yeah, so far, all the streams that I've recorded, I have over 1 terabyte of videos. And the downside is it takes hours to transcode them to a lower bit rate. Even on my 16-core Threadripper and 64 gig of RAM.
Oh, you wait until I walk away before you drop a legendary. And Death's Breath. Yeah, I decided to only go with the 2950, the 16 core, instead of the 2990, which is a 32 core. The difference was $600 or $800.
I need to go back.
Let's just say I don't have any memory problems or CPU problems when I game anymore, or stream. When I do World of Warcraft and stream, I was just automatically guaranteed no higher than 10 frames per second in World of Warcraft. My previous rig was 8 years old. So it was getting up there. And the part about me typically not spending beyond my means, things like this PC build are the exception to some degree, but normally I plan out what I'm going to do and then start saving up for it. Because this, well, first of all, I hate carrying credit card debt. So for large expenses, I will actually save up the cash, then make the purchase, and then pay it off. Well, actually, that's kind of what I have for this. I actually have a 1 terabyte PCIe NVMe M2 SSD, a 512 gig PCIe NVMe M2 SSD, and a 3 terabyte SATA rotational. So the 1 terabyte is my boot drive, and where I install my primary games like Diablo, World of Warcraft, those things. The 512 gig is where I install other games like from Steam and things like that. And then the rotational is where I moved the actual user profile so that my documents, my videos, my pictures, all that stuff is on the slower rotational, things that don't really care about speed of access. So I've been online for about an hour and a half. I need to take a quick bathroom break, so I will be back in just a minute.
Let's see. Yeah, my NAS right now is a 20 terabyte storage. But it's for even slower archival stuff and things like my laptop backup. Nothing that I need to access to really watch videos or anything like that. Yeah, on this PC build, I was actually going to do a 10 or 12 terabyte rotational drive, but because I was already at $5,000 for the build, and I had a 3 terabyte drive laying around, I opted to go with the 3 terabyte for now. Kind of the same reason I also went with only 64 gig instead of 128 gig of RAM. Yeah, Demon Hunter set item. Demon Hunter, Demon Hunter, Demon Hunter. Why won't these things drop on my wizard? But then again, my wizard can barely even do Torment 6, and this is Torment 13. Speaking of the wizard,